y'all doing?
Alright.
Alright. To whom this may concern, have you ever sat back and took the time to wonder who screws who when life gives you the short end of the stick? When life decides it wants to trick you into believing that experience is the good teacher, but in actuality it was the motivational speaker that was your conscience telling your ass to be the writings on the wall. But you chose to be the blind rider leading the blind horse to the blind spot, only to be blindsided by the obvious, and that's the fall. But to whom this letter may concern, that means fail. See, how you gonna pass go collect 200 when you already put yourself in jail, locked behind a facade where you changing faces in different places, figuring you can be whoever you want to be, depending on which face benefits you the most. And I'm quite sure everybody has done it when they become that Facebook host, where they're ghostwriting and reciting quotes from some of the greatest hypocrites, then coming back fooling some of the world's outrageous bipolar misfits. You know, all X amount of your friends. That includes church members, classmates, co-workers, and kins. So to whom this letter may concern, I'm about to go in.
But when then?
See, if there was a bullshit button, then I would press it all the time. Because I see, hear, and speak the bullshit all the time. Because if you ever take the time to listen to a person speak, I swear they'll tell you when, where, how they eat, shit, and sleep. And that's just with the face that they're trying to do. So to whom this letter may concern, this might be you. You might be the one with all the advice, but never think twice when it's you who don't heed your own words. When you're standing on the edge of advice wanting to die, but instead dove. But you gotta ask yourself, how can the pot call the kettle black if they share the same stove? So live your life off your own advice and stop taking God's word and selling it at half price, thinking that you are speaking the gospel. So to whom this letter may concern, I think I'm gonna go a little hostile. See, the only time you're happy is when you're miserable. And everybody knows misery loves company. And he likes to accompany you. Not in the day, only at night. Because at night, that's when your thighs ripen and your libido heightens and your breast is ready for the sucking. So when he gets to fucking you, it's not because you're his main lady. You're just that main shady spot when his main lady spot sun has gotten hot. So to you, he runs for cover. Problem is your sheets. But ladies, ask yourself, is it really 100% fault of a man if he cheats and the accomplice knows and she's in on the robbery getting her cut? See, remember, ladies, when you consider certain men dogs, you gotta understand they run with certain mutts. So remember, ladies, before you consider certain men dogs, you gotta understand that they run with certain mutts. But to whom this may concern, that means sluts. See, there are some things in life that's supposed to be airtight, you know, where you can breathe easy, you know, where you can inhale and exhale. Now, look at your friend and ask yourself, can you breathe easy or do you need oxygen? See what your friends are. You celebrated or are you asphyxiated? Because you never know who sits next to you when the shit hits the fan. See, knowing on a lot of things you be dead wrong, instead of them changing your song, they boost your ass alone. Supposing to be there for encouragement, but subliminally they're there with discouragement. See, I told you earlier in the speech, if you ever take the time to listen to a person speak, I swear they'll tell you when, where, how they eat, shit, and sleep. So watch your radar when it beats. Because everybody's gut feeling ain't gas, that's just God's finger poking you in the stomach trying to warn your ass. See, that hunch that you had all along that kept reoccurring like a repeated song, that's that thing that we do every day, and that's called wake up. See, if your friends ain't shit, what makes you think the advice they gonna give you gonna be worth shit? So see, I know it's somebody's nerve out there and hit and it's connected to reality. So before you start to preach, teach, reach, and learn, you must first find out if you're on the receiving end of any letter that starts with to whom is made concern.